an emergency meeting. Sorry I have to take this call in the tub. But we're having an emergency meeting right now. And you guys need to lend me your ears. We were talking about why Americans are in debt and why they are so broke and why so many Americans are struggling financially. And I'm just going to have to say it. Let's say you take the national debt, America's debt in one column, and then in the next column you take the taxes that were paid in the next column. Okay? If you look at it, all of the taxes that you paid for the year or the last few years will cancel everything out. There will be no debt. But the problem is the taxes are used for war. The taxes are used for the ammunitions and all of the firepower that they need for war. America is struggling because of inflation, right? You have inflation and then you have taxes. So you work your 9 to 5. It doesn't matter where you work. You are going to pay taxes. And once you pay taxes on your paycheck, you are going to get your money. And let's say you get your money, then you go grocery shopping. You're going to pay taxes on the groceries. Go to the gas station. Taxes. Go to a restaurant. Taxes. You're going to pay taxes on everything even after you already pay taxes to get your check. Now this is automatically money being reduced. It's like you get water and you pour the water into a bowl and you don't notice that that bowl has holes all in it. That's what's happening in America. People are receiving money, but they're losing money every time it is moved. Every time you move money, you lose it. Let's say you have money in your account. You want to buy crypto. You're going to have to pay fees, gas fees, taxes. You're going to have to pay taxes and gas fees for crypto. And let's say you buy the crypto. It increases in value, right? Then you want to take the crypto and put it in your bank account. Another fee you have to pay. That's what happens when you live in the matrix, man. When you're living in a matrix, things are being taken from you and you have no control over it. A lot of people say, go to college, get an education. There's nothing wrong with that. But again, you're going to be paying for college education, tuition, the books, and everything else. You're going to pay for everything, bro. So you pay for all of that. You get your education. Just because you get your education doesn't guarantee you a job. You get your education. It doesn't mean that you're going to automatically make 6 figures. It doesn't. It doesn't work that way. You have to do your research and you have to look for the job. They give you the job. Get your first paycheck, boom. Taxes. More freaking taxes that you have to pay. And that's just the way it is. Now you can go the business route. Start an LLC. And you can figure out ways to move around. So you can start a business, get an LLC. You get an EIN. What's an EIN? An EIN is like a social security number for your business. What can you do with the EIN? You can open up a business bank account, right? You can take your EIN, open up a business bank account, do some things to build up your business credit. Once you build up your business credit, you can take out funding, grants, money that you would not have been able to take out with your own social security number. But use your business, create multiple businesses, and you take out multiple loans to fund businesses. Now you have an advantage over the BS matrix when you have a business. And that's cool. Having a business is like the cheat code to beating the matrix. Learning how to trade is also a cheat code. But at the end of the day, you still have to worry about taxes because the IRS is going to want their cut. The freaking IRS wants your money. They want your money. The freaking IRS want their cut. And what you have to do is pay them. Because if you don't pay the IRS, guess what's going to happen? They're going to take everything that you want. It says, why are you in the tub? Why do you sit on the toilet? Why do you sit on a toilet with toilet paper next to you to take a shit? So why would I be in a tub? To take a bath, bro. To take a bath. This is an emergency meeting. Everybody is focusing on the tub and the water. What you should be focusing on is what I'm talking about. You should be focusing on what I'm talking about. And that is beating the matrix. See, a lot of you guys, you're stuck in the matrix. You're paying taxes that you shouldn't have to pay if you had a business. If you had a business, you wouldn't have to pay that much in taxes. But when you work a 9 to 5, guess what's going to happen? They're going to take 50% of what you made and use it to blow people up. Or they're going to use it for whatever. Who is this asking me questions? Why are you on camera? We're having an emergency meeting. If you don't want to be here, you could leave. But this meeting is very important. And this is for people who need to listen. An emergency meeting is very important. And this is an emergency business meeting. Now, Scarface was taking a bath in his living room. Taking a bath, sipping on champagne. And you didn't say anything about Scarface now, did you? No. We are having a meeting about how things are going in this world. Taxes, starting a business. Like right now, you're watching me. You should be working so you can pay your taxes, but you're not at work. You're not at work. You should be working right now so that you can pay your taxes. You should be working, but you're not working. What are you doing, bro? That's the problem. You people need to know how to crack the code. You guys need to learn how to beat the system and how to overcome the matrix. Because if you don't, you're going to continue to struggle in this world, man. You are. And I don't want you guys to struggle. I want you guys to win. I want you guys to absolutely win. You're probably in debt right now, man. And you're trying to figure out like what to do with your life, bro. And you have to win. You have to crack the code, man. Really. You have to beat the matrix, bro. See the guy in the comment section? His mind is in the gutter. That means he's broke and he is struggling to pay his bills. He is not listening to sound judgment. He is not listening to my expertise that could help change his life. He is thinking about the gutter, the absolute gutter. And that is not how you're supposed to think when you're broke. Bro, you need help. You need some freaking help. If you was in here, I will take this bottle of water and waterboard you. Because you have no clue who you're dealing with, buddy. Have no freaking clue who you're dealing with, buddy. What's up, Michael Jordan? We were talking about taxes. We were talking about beating the system. We were talking about overcoming and coming out on top. Now, who are you? Do you want to be on the bottom or do you want to be on the top? Do you want to be at the bottom of the barrel or do you want to be on top? Looking down on everybody else, you go to the top and you're like the champion. And you are the successful business owner, the successful trader, the successful entrepreneur. This is why you need to be here at the emergency meeting so that you can learn something that could change your life. Now, I want you to type in how much money you owe. I want you to go to chat and I want you to type in how much money you owe. You don't have to do it, but you should. Okay, forget it. You don't have to do it. But you guys want to be winners in life. You got to get out of that loser mentality. If you want to be a freaking winner in life, you got to get out of that loser mentality and stop thinking like a loser, man. You know, what is the loser thinking? Loser thinking is people saying, trading is gambling. Trading is wrong. Trading is gambling. That's what losers think. That's how losers think. Look at all the major traders. Nancy Pelosi. She's a trader. She's making millions from trading. Now, if she had the loser mentality that trading is gambling, she wouldn't be a millionaire. She would not be a millionaire if she had that loser mentality like you guys. You guys think that trading is gambling. That's what losers think. You think that starting a business is a waste of money. That's what losers think. That's what broke people think. If you want to be a loser, you want to be broke, then that's your choice. That is your choice. But you don't have to be a loser. You can be a winner. You don't have to suck at life. You know, a lot of people suck at life. You know, you don't have to be a sucker. You know, you don't have to suck at life. You can be a champion. Highly motivated champion. With a good head on your shoulders and money in your bank account, buddy. With a brand new home, fully furnished, nice living room, nice lawn, and a beautiful, fluffy little freaking dog that's so cute and adorable. That could be your life. Or you can buy a yacht, a Lamborghini, mansions, and all the dope in the world. I mean, that's what people like. I'm not telling you to buy drugs. I'm just saying that's what they like. But if you want to be a winner in this world, you're going to have to change your mentality. You're going to have to change the way that you think. You can't think like a loser and be a winner, can you? This is an emergency meeting. You can't be a freaking loser in this world. You can't think like a freaking loser and be a winner at the same time. You gotta make a choice. You have to make a freaking choice. Do I want to win or do I want to lose, man? What do you want to do with your life? You want to keep begging people for $20 bills so you can pay your bills? You want to beg people, your friends, for money, or do you want to make your own money? What do you want to do with your life? Mogus, Jordan, what do you want to do with your life? Ask yourself this question. Am I a winner or am I a freaking loser? You're going to have to make the choice. Do you want to be a freaking winner or a freaking loser? If you want to be a winner, man, you got to change your mentality. You have to change the way that you think. I don't even know what that means. I've never heard of that group. Okay, I'm not going to lie. I know that group. But we're not talking about that. We're talking about winning versus losing. What do you want to do with your life? Hi, Ross Swagger. Do you want to be a winner or do you want to be a freaking loser? Crying in your bedroom. You don't want to do that. You don't want to be a freaking loser. You have to think positive. You have to think positive thoughts. Your thinking should be positive at all times, man. All the time. Don't focus on the water dripping off my biceps. Focus on your life. Focus on, do you want to be a winner? Or do you want to be a freaking loser? It's that simple. It's that freaking simple. I have all these people on my comment section. They want to know, why are you in the bathtub? Why are you in the bathtub? Why are you in the bathtub? Doesn't even matter. Rich people take baths too. So the first thing you could do is clean your ass, okay? If you want to have changes in your life, if you want to be successful, you got to clean up your act, clean up your house, clean up your ass, clean up your life, and start thinking positive, man. You have to. It's the only way. It's the only freaking way, man. You better get it together, man. You need to follow me, subscribe, and you need to like me. Because I'm a life-changing guy. I'll change your freaking life, and I'll make you a millionaire faster than you can drop turds out of your ass. You have to follow me. And you have to tell your friends about who I am. Because I am a special, unique guy. Thank you. I gotta go. Because I am turning into a raisin in this hot, steaming bath. You guys take care of yourself.